Hello everyone and welcome back to No Man's Sky. Cobalt Dale here, and we are doing No Man's Sky's Expedition 13 Adrift. And I'm glad you guys tuned back in. In the last episode, we were doing a phase 4 of the expedition, and we completed that. We charted our 12 waypoints, we collected our nanites, we discovered 5 lost relics or ruin sites. We collected some sulfide crystals. We explored a sunken freighter. We built our base on a planet with an ocean, a paradise planet, so we could set up our Nautilus submarine and we could go find that. We also found a derelict freighter, and that took up most of the episode in phase 4. And we also did a little drifting towards infinity. We flew out into space. We reached Rendezvous 4, which we are currently located at right now, and we collected ourselves the Ship of the Damned frigate, which is like a Flying Dutchman ghost frigate. So we are now going to do phase 5 in this episode, and we only got a few things left, so this might be a pretty quick episode, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this expedition series so far. If you are enjoying it, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and every time I drop a video, you guys will get notified right away. And when I do live streams, I do live streaming on Tuesday nights, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you guys want to catch me in a live playthrough series, which I'm doing currently, you guys are more than welcome to join me there. But for now, we are going to get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. We need to fly up into space, and we need to probe the boundaries. We need to fly along and see what happens there. We need to cook our own food with the nutrient processor that we have, so we could get, we need to prepare dough so we can get a fish biscuit and 3 salty juices. And we'll learn how to do a little recipe cooking. We need to, a still calm voice becomes a serene in the face of infinity. I'm not quite sure what that is. And we need to drift towards the stars. So let's take a look at this one first and see what it tells us to do. Let's see, down on the bottom right there, it says to gaze towards the stars for 60 seconds. So we need to look up into the sky and stare at the stars. And as you see down there at the bottom right, for 60 seconds, if nothing blocks our view, then we will collect that stage of phase 5. We're going to hit Rendezvous 5. We're going to fly towards that solar system, and hopefully we'll make it there this episode. Once we're done looking at the stars here on this planet, we will actually cook some food, and then we will take off and head out into outer space and see what happens from there. We only got a few seconds left in this. We got what? About 25 seconds, 20 seconds. Shouldn't take us too long to get through this, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Hopefully you've learned a little bit on how to do the expedition. Get yourself a Sentinel Starship, a good multi-tool, and a few other things along the way. We even got ourselves a freighter, and we can use that after the expedition is complete if you want to continue along with this playthrough, or start a new expedition with your main save at the space anomaly. Okay, we're going to kick out our nutrient processor. We're going to throw that down. Let's get out of the build menu. We'll go inside our nutrient processor, and where we have been keeping our ingredients, we need to pull out a couple things. We need to pull out some hepatoid wheat so we can make some flour, and then we need to pull out some faecium so we can make some yeast to make the dough. We got some hadal cores. We'll throw those into our inventory. You can save those to make nanites with if you so choose. We got some larval cores. Those are nanites as well, or you could sell them as money, but I'm going to throw those into our storage as well. We don't have anything else left to store in there. So let's go in here. We're going to come to the input side of the nutrient processor, and we're going to take this hepatoid wheat. We're going to throw that in there, and we're going to refine that, and that's going to refine down. 1 wheat makes 1 flour. So we're going to grind those down into flour, and that'll only take a few seconds. And after we're done with that, then we'll take some faecium, which is space poopy, any way you look at it. Got a little bit of space poopy in our pocket, right? in our backpack, I should say. So let's take this out. We'll throw that back into our exosuit, and then we'll come in here and grab some Facium. We only need to grab 6 of it. We don't even need to grab that many, actually. As many as you want, as long as there's at least 1. As you can see, 1-to-1 ratio makes wild yeast. And that's what we're trying to do, is make some yeast, make a little bit of flour, and then we'll take those 2 ingredients and put those in here to make dough. And that will complete this step in phase 5. So we'll throw that into our inventory and we'll go back in. So we get the yeast, we'll throw that there, and then we'll grab the flour and put that in there. And look, 1 flour and 1 yeast makes 1 dough. So now we can refine that dough. We'll make 4 of those, and that should complete the step of this phase. If you guys are paying attention, you can take dough and make other things with it as well by adding certain products together. But since we completed that, let's throw that into our exosuit. We'll throw this into our ingredient storage. Whoops, can't do that. Let's throw it back into our exosuit. Now we can access the ingredient storage, throw the Facium in there, and throw the flour back in there. Keep the dough in your inventory, because if you put it in the refiner storage, you won't be able to collect that part. There we go. Bake our own bread. Whoops, I forgot a step. This is why I said to leave it in your inventory. Now we take that dough. We'll divide this into 2. We'll make 2 bread. You put the dough in there after you put the yeast and the flour together to make dough. Then you take the dough in there and stick it in, and you can make bread. And that's how we complete that step. I was a little bit mistaken. See, epic fails by Cobalt Dale. You guys caught it here first, so you know what not to do. Now that we've done that, that completes our milestone for this part of the phase. And we're doing pretty good. So let's go into here. We're going to access our ingredient storage because I want to get rid of all the ingredients in our inventory. So we're going to put this back into our nutrient processor, and then we can pick up our nutrient processor and put that back into our inventory. Let's go into our, we got this reward, so we can collect the rewards from that. There we go. We'll collect that. So we get a fish biscuit, 3 fish biscuits, and a salty juice. These are buffs, or whatever you want to call them, for like your health, that kind of stuff. These are, what's that? It gives you a 20% life support power. It says down there by consume in the pop-up window, as you can see that. As you can see here, this ingredient is mysterious. We don't know what that is. We're not going to use it. We're just going to take it. We can sell that. All right, let's go in. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. We want to go up to probe the boundaries and see what we need to do with that. Glimpses of another reality become possible. The fragmented remains of other travelers glitch between universes. Use a signal booster to search for anomalies. Okay, so what we need to do is take out our signal booster, which is in our inventory. We'll throw that down on the ground. We'll do that. And we will scan for reality breach. As you see, it takes a surge battery in order to search for it. So if we have any of those in our inventory, which we do, it'll allow us to search for a traveler's grave. Hopefully there's one close by and we don't have to travel too far. Hopefully this episode won't take us long. We're almost halfway through it now. Look at there, there's a grave not too far away. How far is that? 43 minutes by foot. So let's pick up our signal booster. We'll hop back into our ship, jump in, jump out, make that little save. Guys, don't forget to do that save in case something happens. And we'll fly there by ship. And it shouldn't be too far away. Let's see how far that is. 30 seconds by ship. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, this is a pretty hostile environment for the most part. If you guys need to find supplies or look at buildings or pick up waypoints, that kind of stuff, do those now before you hit Rendezvous Point 5. But hopefully by the end of this phase, we will be able to collect the limited edition or special edition cargo hauler called the Iron Vulture. And I can't wait to see that ship, boys and girls. That'll be a great ship. I've already collected it in my main playthrough and it is awesome. It's one of the best cargo haulers I think I have seen. We landed at somebody's base, you know, Dale. He's got to come in here and check out what everybody's got going on. I want to see what they got. Look at this. This is a failure on this person's part. If you guys don't know this yet and I haven't told you, let's go into options. We're going to go to network. And down here in the network, they can access a refiner. If you want somebody to be able to use your refiner in your base, you have to change this setting from no one to either friends only, which are your friends, or switch it to group and friends or anyone. I turn mine to anyone. So if somebody lands at my base and I've got like runaway mold or anything like that hanging out in my base, they can collect that runaway mold and then come over to my refiner and use it. I can't even use their nutrient processor. Can't pick it up, can't do nothing with it. So that's kind of a disappointment that somebody would build a base, put that equipment in there, and not allow us to use it. But we are allowed to use the save point, which is nice. Let's get down here to this grave. What is this? What's going on here? Somebody else built a base here too? That's amazing. How do you get a base built right next to another base? That don't make no sense. That's okay. Let's get out of here. Let's come over to this grave. We'll check this thing out, see what it says. I see you. I see all of... To see this forsaken flicker of an entity, to hear their voice, it startles me. By the time I understand what I am seeing, they too have been consumed by static, the only voice I've heard, and it is gone. Is this an illusion? A holographic echo in the noise? Or the fragment of some lost reality? It does not matter. They are static now, like everything else. Hello? Alone. And there we go. We completed that milestone. Ooh, look at there. There's a creature we can scan. Very rare creature. If it's an underground creature, we're next to a bunch of underground cave stuff. I know that's a little brain fart in progress. Sorry about that. But we can scan the plants, the animals, everything here. So maybe we can get ourselves a nanite boost for collecting all the creatures if we get lucky. Come on, what's going on here? It wouldn't let me scan that. Oh, all right, now we've got 6. Wow, look at the surface of the planet. It's on fire now. Man, this is crazy. Do we see any other red dots? Them giant worms? You can't scan those. I wish we could. That'd be nice. But the more you scan stuff on planets, the more money you get. If you haven't scanned all your plants and animals yet, every time you land on a planet, scan something. That's all you gotta do. Scan the hazardous flora. If you guys haven't collected those yet, you can collect those. You can even go, what is that? There's a creature right over there in the cave. Let's get up here. There we go. There's a creature we haven't scanned. Let's get them. That's another giant worm running along there. There's another creature up above. Hopefully we don't get hit by these worms. There's giant titan worms underneath here. Where'd that creature go? He's over here. Let's go. Come on. Hopefully we can find him. Where's he at? Right there. And I believe that's the last creature on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. Look at there. We got 8 creatures on this planet. Okay, let's get back to our starship. Since we completed that milestone, we'll get in our starship because our hazard protection's going down. Whoops, that's the spaceship. We got this stuff. We can't throw that into our starship. Oh yeah, we can. We got a little bit of room. We got a couple of C-class modules we can sell for nanites. Let's see. We wanted to collect... Go to our discoveries, and we discovered all 8 creatures on the planet. We can't upload those because somebody along the lines has made more than we have. They've discovered all the creatures sooner than we did. So we get that 2,000 nanite boost. Now look at it. We got 21 million units and 7,000 nanites along with 1,200 quicksilver. This is a kickstart to a great playthrough save. So if you guys haven't collected all that stuff yet, this is the best place to do it. Now let's go to our expedition. We collected this milestone, so let's collect the assorted glitches. You don't have to collect them because it takes up space in your inventory, but we'll do it anyways. So we get ourselves a few things like a cable pod, ossified star, hex plate bush, and a terbium growth, which are all pretty cool things. As you can see, we got ourselves a glitching separator, a terbium growth, a hex plate. What else did we get? We got something else. I think there's a cable pod that's stuck in our ship. We also got this ossified star. These are all decorations for our base. So we can plant those at our base. So let's jump in, jump out, make that little save. We've got, what do we need to do now? Oh yeah, we also did the looking at the stars. So we get 3 memory fragments, which are perfect because those give you anything from technology to multi-tool upgrades, that kind of stuff. So you go from like a C-class multi-tool to an S-class or an A-class, that kind of stuff. So save those. Those are very rare. They're kind of like getting these exosuit upgrades, these multi-tool upgrades and stuff like that. We'll save those for later. We'll put that in our in our freighter. Our freighter's not here. We can call that in at any time. We got a little bit of room left in our exosuit to put stuff in. So let's go back into our expedition, and we need to drift towards eternity. So we need to fly up into space and just pulse across the solar system. So we'll do that right now. We'll take off. We'll head up into space, and I'll see you guys there. All right, we made it up into space. So what we're going to do is we're going to pulse until something happens. So let's see what goes on. As you can see down in the bottom right, whoops, come on. The void has seen us. Uh-oh. Look at there. There's the frigate of the damned, and it's calling us on the comms. Let's check that out real fast. One by one, the boundaries weaken. The crimson ebbs begins to fade. Let's ping the communicator. And there we go, boys and girls. There's the frigate of the damned. That's a pretty cool frigate if you guys haven't seen it yet. We need to approach the void. We were doing that, but the frigate of the damned interrupted us. So let's do that. We'll hit our pulse engine again and see what happens. There it is. You see in the bottom right, it's scanning for some kind of signal. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. We'll find out what it is. This is one of the easier parts of the void has seen us. There is a voice inside me that drives me ever onwards. My voice? My exosuit? Something else entirely. It is right most of the time, but not always. Not now. I am the pilot. I decide. Now I want to stop, to rest, to take it all in, to dream, to sleep. And there we go. We completed that phase, or that milestone of phase 5. So all we have to do now is reach Rendezvous 5. So let's go into our expedition now. We got that. What is that? Somnal dust. That's just a collectible, so we'll collect that. There we go. And before we take off out of the solar system, I want to head to the space station. We're going to stop there. I'm going to pulse back over to the space station. We're going to make a save point at... Whoops, come on. We're going to make a save at the space station, so I'll see you guys there. All right, here we are coming up on the space station. We'll jump in, jump out, make a little save here in case anything happens in between us using the galaxy map to go to Rendezvous 5. Now, there's going to be, I'm guessing, at least 3 jumps in between us leaving Rendezvous 4 point here and Rendezvous 5. So we need to go into our Starship inventory and look at our Crimson Core, which is our warp core. We've got to make sure we have enough warp fuel in it. We've got it at 61%, so we're doing pretty good. We still got a little bit of technology that we can install later if we need to. like I said, we got these hyperdrive modules and pulse engine modules. We don't need those really in this ship, so we can sell those for nanites later. I just hold on to them for right now. It doesn't make a difference until we complete this phase 5 and collect our new ship. Let's run up inside and talk to go to the Galactic Trade Terminal, and then we could possibly sell some of the stuff we have in our inventory to make a little bit of room. Where is it? Right there. Okay, let's go into sell. We'll go to our starship. We got some stuff in here that we could possibly sell and get rid of. We want to keep everything from our Sentinel Interceptor. This way we don't lose that. We've got emerald. That can be ground into chromatic metal. We've got a bunch of mordite. We don't need that anymore. So let's get rid of that mordite. That's gone. We don't need it anymore. So that's a extra space in our inventory. We've got captain's logs and things like that. We're going to save these. I'm going to show you guys something after we complete this expedition. See what happens, and I'll show you what you can do with those. We got the fish biscuits. That's 185,000. We'll get rid of those. The salty juice. Yeah, that's 1,800. We'll get rid of that. Everything else we could pretty much keep. The storm crystals we need for warp hypercores. So that's pretty much it in our inventory. Let's see what we can buy here. There isn't much for us to buy. We could buy some carbon. We definitely need that. A little bit more pugnium for our starship. Whoops, we'll buy all that, no problem. All right, that looks good. Let's get out of here because I want to hurry up and get to Rendezvous 5. I know you guys have been itching to see the end of this expedition, and I've kind of dawdled along. I was a little bit thorough trying to get these things done. So let's jump in, jump out. We'll jump back in. We've made a couple spots open up in our starship. Let's take this. We'll put this in our starship. We got some somnal dust. I'm not really sure what you can do with that. It says it's used for crafting. I'm not sure. I haven't used it in a really long time, so we'll save that. We'll take this. We'll throw that in our starship. We'll open this up a little bit. That takes care of that. So let's get out of here, and we're going to warp to the next solar system. As you guys were here in the last phase, we checked out this system. There's only 2 planets here. One was a barren planet and the other was a rotting planet, so we don't need to stop here. There's no paradise planets or anything. So let's go into our galactic map and see how far away we are from Rendezvous 5. I know we're not too far, but we're a good step away. Look at there. We're almost 1, 2, 3 steps away. We can jump to Rendezvous 5 from this point. But if you want, you can stop in each solar system if you choose. I'm not going to do that. We're going to carry on to Rendezvous 5, and I'll see you guys there. All right, here we are in the Rendezvous 5 solar system. And as you can see, it's directing us over to that planet back there. We're going to hit the space station before we head over there. We're going to make that little save point. We don't need to hit the Galactic Trade Terminal this time. I just want to make a save point. That's the biggest thing. In case something happens, you never know what's going to happen. I could die. The game could crash at any time right now. We got some pretty bad lightning storms coming our way, so if something happens, you know it's gonna kick out the computer that I'm playing on. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to lose you guys or any of the footage that I'm recording for you. So we did a little jump in, jump out. Now we can take off, and we're going to Rendezvous 5, boys and girls. And once that is complete, that will end the expedition for the most part. Let's go into our Discoveries tab and see what kind of planets we got here. We got a miasmatic planet, which is a fungal mold planet. It's kind of a toxic planet. An irradiated planet. We've got a high temperature planet. So look at there. You can live on it. It's a temperate planet, or a hot planet, I should say, like a fire molten lava planet. We've got an acidic planet, which is another toxic planet. We've got a dusty planet, and we've got ourselves an airless planet, which is basically a dead moon or a dead planet. And I believe that's where we're going, boys and girls, is the dead planet. So I will see you guys over there at Rendezvous 5. All right, here we are coming into the atmosphere. Whoo, that's close. If you guys haven't hit your 1600 meter milestone yet, this is another planet to do that on. Okay, we need to take a look around. See where the rendezvous point is. I know it's around here somewhere. There's a lot of bases. I see a lot of player bases around the area. Not quite sure where it's at, but it should be up on the cliffside of a few of these mountains. Now I know it's going to take a minute or two for it to load in. I'm not quite sure where it's at. We can get out. We're going to land at this person's base and we'll get out and we'll take a little scan to see where Rendezvous 5 is. This looks like a pretty nice base. Look at that. They've got enough power and things going on. But we're not looking at that. We want to see where Rendezvous 5 is. So let's take a look. Oh, it's a heavy sentinel planet, so you guys got to be careful. Look at there. It's almost 1,200 units that way. So we need to go over that way to find Rendezvous 5. So let's, you know what? Let's see what we got here. We don't have much here, do we? Interesting. There's a base down there, but how do you get into it? Oh, there's the door. It's an airless moon, so that's even better. We can hit the save beacon. Let's run inside real quick and see what we got in here. By the looks of it, look at there. Boys and girls, that's a storage box. Number 3, where's 0? There it is. Let's go into our inventory, and we're going to start chucking all this stuff into a storage box because we don't need it. We've pretty much completed the rendezvous. We'll throw that reactor in there. That's for a B-class ship if we need to get one. We got a bunch of stuff in here. There we go. We opened up a little bit of room. Throw that acid in there. Perfect. Look at that. We're doing pretty good, boys and girls. We got quite a bit of stuff. And the first storage box, yeah, we can leave that right there. We know we're going to come back and we're going to be, because anything we put into that storage box will definitely go to our storage box when we build one and open it up kind of thing. So we know it's there. Look, there's a little bit of ferrite, some cobalt. So we got a normal galactic trade terminal right here. So if you guys need to get some copper or anything like that, this is the place to do it, boys and girls. Get this stuff and we'll get out of here. Okay, there's nothing in there. What's in here? Let's check their refiners. See, can't use their refiner either. Uh-oh, there's a sentinel here. That's not a good sign. We need to get back to our starship before the sentinel sees us, because we don't want to be fighting those sentinels now. We definitely don't need to get into a fight. We're almost there. So let's get out of here. Jump in, jump out, just in case we get attacked or die. We don't want that. So we were looking in this direction. Ooh, look at that. That is so cool. Look, that giant worm flying through the air like that. Can't shoot it. That's pretty cool, right? All right. Is this it? Is this the spot? This looks to be the spot, boys and girls. Let's take a land and see if this is it. That's a crash shuttle. But we could jump out real quick and we'll take a look. And this, uh-oh, this is Rendezvous 5. Uh-oh, we got a sentinel attack on us. Get that thing off the screen. Oh, we got to change our weapon, boys and girls. We could be in some serious trouble here, boys and girls. Gotta kill them healers, because we'll never get off this planet now if we, ooh, we're taking some damage. That's why we got that paralysis mortar. That paralysis mortar is pretty serious business. Let's reload. Pick up a barrel to recharge our shields. All right. Where is that sentinel at? Oh, he's over there. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Let's heal ourselves. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Sentinels are searching for us. They're way over there. That's good. Hopefully they stand down and leave us alone so we can get the heck out of here. Did we even make it to Rendezvous 5? Yes, we did. This is the 5th rendezvous point, boys and girls. Now, if you want, you can collect this crashed starship and save it for later. I don't know if I want to. We're going to take a look at it real fast, see what's in here. It's an A-class shuttle, so that's money. So we're going to compare that. We're going to claim the ship, and I will show you a trick later. Right now, we're going to claim that ship. Let's go in. We need to fix that with a metal plating. So let's get it flyable, I should say. Hopefully the Sentinels don't come and get us. The launch thrusters are fixed. We don't need to fix anything else. Let's take this shield module out. We'll put that into our inventory. So this ship is ready to go to fly to a space station or whatever. We don't need to do anything else to this ship. So we're going to leave it, jump into our starship, and we're going to take off. Hopefully we can get out of here. The Sentinels won't bother us. And we made it to Rendezvous 5, boys and girls. That was it. So we claimed that ship. If your multiplayer is on, you won't be able to claim that ship. So turn your multiplayer off and you'll be able to claim that ship, boys and girls, so other players don't show up and claim it. Since we took off, I don't even know where that spot is. There it is. So that spot right there is Rendezvous 5. And it's got a crash shuttle on it, A-class crash shuttle. So turn your multiplayer off before you land at this spot, and you'll be able to claim that ship. But if you land there and you got your multiplayer on, another player could run up and swoop up that ship and take it from you. But since we claimed it and we fixed it so it's ready to fly, we are done. So let's go up into outer space, and the first thing we're gonna do is call in the space anomaly. As soon as we get out of the atmosphere here, let's pulse a little bit. There we go. Let's answer the comms. The damned frigate showed up again, the Flying Dutchman. The lost and abandoned will become dissonant, a signal in the noise. Will unite those who roam alone. Let's ping the communicator. That's a beautiful sight right there. Phew, and it's gone. All right, now that we're out here, let's call in the space anomaly. And that completes most of it. All we need to do is come into the space anomaly, boys, girls, and we're going to claim our rewards. And that will complete the expedition. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I enjoyed myself quite a bit doing this series for you guys, and I appreciate you sticking in there and watching the episodes. Hopefully you learned a little bit from me. But as soon as we get in here, we'll hop out. That makes us a save. Now, since we've done a hard save here, boys and girls, I'm going to show you a little trick. We're going to come in here. We're going to collect our 5th rendezvous point rewards, which is 300 Quicksilver, a planetary chart, and fragmented qualia, and we'll earn that. There we go. Perfect. We got that. So that'll be added to our inventory, 300 Quicksilver. So we got ourselves what? 1,500 Quicksilver. That's a good start, boys and girls. Let's take this A-class shield, and we'll put that in our ship. And that will give us a little bit more shield. So we took that from that A-class shuttle. We don't need that A-class shuttle, but we got ourselves an interceptor, an A-class interceptor that I showed in, what, 2 episodes ago? So we got that. Let's go back into our expedition. Now we need to claim Phase 5 rewards, which is the title drifter, the ADRIFT decal plan set, and the ADRIFT banner customization. Once we collect that reward, we can run over here. Once we complete the expedition, we will collect the expedition reward, which is the iron vulture. But here is the Quicksilver vendor. Once we end it, it will put all the people, all the NPCs, into the space anomaly so we can start seeing those people. But for now, we completed that. We collected our reward. Phase 5. So let's go to the final phase of the expedition, boys and girls. And this is how we've collected all these. So now we come right here to collect our reward, the Iron Vulture Starship iron panels customization. So what this does for us is gives us a limited edition spaceship. Now, when we claim this spaceship, this is why I did a hard save here in the space anomaly. If we claim it and we don't like the supercharged slots, we can reload the game. If we don't jump in our ship and save it, we can reload and get a better supercharged slots set up. So we got quite a bit of stuff in this ship. Check this out. This is a pretty nice ship. I mean, it's got that stealth paint job on it. It's got hydrofoils on it, cool engines in the back. It's a pretty sick looking cargo hauler. I really like it. And you can see, let's go in here and let's see, there's one supercharged slot there. There's a supercharged slot there, one there. And where is the last one? So we got 2 supercharged slots right here, boys and girls. And we got one over here. So we got a 1 and 2. So somewhere down here in the open areas, we will have another supercharged slot. So if you want any of your supercharged slots to be next to each other like that, then you have to re-roll. And I'll show you this because I'm not going to keep this save, boys and girls. Since we got these 2 supercharged slots right here, and we got one over here, they're pretty close together. So you could put all like your pulse engines or your weapons or something in this area. But we're going to back out of this, right? We're going to compare it. You can claim it if you so choose. I'm not going to claim it. I'm going to reload and I will show you guys what it does. So let's back out of this, right? We're going to claim the reward later, okay? You can decline forever and you will never get that ship on any other save or game as long as you play. So we're going to claim it later. I'm just going to reload. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to come into options. We're going to reload the restore point. So this is our hard save, not the auto save, the restore point. So we reload that. As you can see, this is going to take a few seconds and hopefully this works right. Now I've watched a couple other great content creators showing how to do this. And this is the best way to get yourself a Iron Vulture with really good supercharged slots. So we're back where we were in the expedition where we need to claim the last reward, the last phase reward. We still got this one here, collect the Rendezvous 5, right? We collected that. So now that we've collected all the rewards, because if you don't collect all the rewards through the phases, then you don't get those rewards as you're doing the expedition. So there we go. We got those claimed. Let's go into the final phase to collect that last reward. And let's see what our Iron Vulture looks like this time. There we go. Back in here. Oh, am I mistaken? I am sadly mistaken, boys and girls. So our supercharged slots don't change here. That's interesting. I thought they would change. I was mistaken. You guys now know that you can't do that. Not with this. We can claim it later though. We can decline and claim it later. That's how you do it. So we'll claim that later. Okay, and at this point, the game will offer you, I do believe, the opportunity. No, we have to claim the Iron Vulture, boys and girls. Oh, this is such a sad part right here. So let's claim the Iron Vulture so we can check this out. I'll let you guys see this. We're going to claim this ship for free. Don't exchange it because that'll swap out the ship that you have here. If you actually swap it out, you'll lose all that stuff in your other ship. So let's claim this ship for free since we have room in our inventory. Now check it out. The expedition has ended. Okay, so we're going to accept that. There we go. So if you started a fresh save in the expedition, this is now a new playthrough, a regular playthrough. Okay, so we're going to jump out. I'm going to show you this because this is what happens when you complete the expedition and it goes into a normal playthrough. It now opens up all the NPCs in the space anomaly. See, we got the Quicksilver vendor here to where we can pick up our expedition rewards as we earn them. Let's see, we'll go into Expedition 13. There it is. And we've claimed all the rewards. So if you haven't claimed any of the rewards that you've collected in like your main playthrough or your regular playthrough series, you can collect all these rewards in here. So they'll be available on your main playthrough series. I've got a lot of rewards and things that I've collected over the expeditions, and this is where you collect them at. So you can go talk to everybody up in here now in the space anomaly, and it'll be a normal playthrough series so you guys can play. Or a normal game playthrough, I should say. It's not a series. But here, we'll take the Iron Vulture out into space, and I'll show you guys what this thing looks like. This is a pretty sick ship here. Check that out. And we will head over. Check it out. It's got a sputtering trail. Isn't that cool? Uh-oh, we got comms coming in. We're not going to answer the comms because that's basically... All right, boys and girls, check this out. I'm going to go into camera mode so you guys can take a good look at this. This is a beautiful looking ship. There we go. Let's hide the menu so you guys can look at this. Look at that. That's a pretty sick looking ship, huh? And it's got that stealth armor paint job on it. And it's got the little thrusters and the sputtering trail. This is a pretty cool ship. So you guys can enjoy it. You can collect it on any other playthrough as long as you don't delete the main playthrough. You have to collect this ship on your main playthrough if you're going to delete the expedition. You have to have this ship collected on one of your playthroughs in order to not lose it. But if you delete your main save, then all your expedition rewards disappear. So you have to collect it on another playthrough that you're doing in order to collect them all and delete the expedition playthrough. So if you're not going to continue on as this as your main save, you will lose this reward item if you delete it later. So you have to collect it on another playthrough or another save. All right, so there that is. We're going to head over to the space station and I'll see you guys there. All right, boys and girls, here we are coming into the space station now. I'm going to jump out right here at the space station. All the space stations and everything like that are pretty much dead space stations. So you want to make it to the galactic core in this playthrough series. But as you guys see, we have completed the expedition. And it's turned into a normal playthrough series, boys and girls. And the comms that were coming in were, whoops, excuse me, there we go. The comms that were coming in are a planet in distress. So that's like a settlement, which helps us to get to the autophage part of the game. We will do the Alone Amidst the Stars, which is the main quest line. We can go back to our base on that Paradise planet and start the original Artemis quest line from there. Everything else is turned into a normal game playthrough, except for this galaxy is a dead galaxy until you complete the Artemis quest line. So I wanted to thank you guys for hanging with me during this playthrough series, our expedition series. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you guys want to see more of my content of things like this in No Man's Sky, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do live streams every Tuesday evening at 6:30 Central Standard Time. And every time I pop out a new live stream or I pop out a new video, I am doing a survival playthrough series, which I will be picking up after this episode. So if you guys are following along in that, don't forget to stop in there and watch those videos in that series. I'll put a link to that series in the description of this video. I also have a Discord. If you guys want to join that Discord, you're more than welcome to. I'm trying to get that going, and the more subscribers I get, the more I get to put out things like this to you guys. I appreciate you for hanging in there with me, but until then, stay safe, stay sexy, and peace out.